Hello, it's not Steven here, and today I'm bringing you some red-purple Luffy action. Updated the deck list for set 10 to include the new 5-drop Rosinante, which I think is actually phenomenal in this deck. It has essentially replaced 7-drop Kid, which I'm not thoroughly convinced by, but let's get into some action and I'll break the deck down at the end. Against Blackbeard with this deck. We get one ramp card, we get no Shanks though. It's a mulligan angle. Because it wasn't even our best ramp card. If it was Lead, All-Star, Perform, Disaster, whatever it's called. Team All-Star. If it was Team All-Star, then I'd maybe skip it, but I think that's fine. Alright, we take the first life? Damn. Never lucky, guys. I will try Zoro. See what it gets. I will try this. I think it's supposed to be the event here. Because it's not Lead All-Star, I'll do this instead. But it looks spooky like Blackbeard though. Let's see what happens. We get Lead All-Star. Okay, we just play that. I might even play this out, honestly. I wanted the unplay, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot I need to be on 8 down. To his life. I think we're laughing. I think we're absolutely laughing. Like, he needs to ditch a card here. Let's go to 10. Swing 6. Because of the way the deck's built now, it's like a little bit too quick for it. So I don't know if my perception of the matchup's skewed by that. But there was definitely like ways of winning it. I didn't even think of this that, okay. Into Kazan. 8 here at best. If we play top knot, we could play top knot. We would bottom deck this. We would bottom deck that. Guess we go 12 into 8. Yeah. So that's now 6 into 3. Let's play out the Rosinante now. Probably a little. Actually, no, it was very much required. We had that 10 and we get 2 more down as well. I think that was required. No fire, can't attack. This still needs to ditch cards. It still needs to ditch cards because I can just heal otherwise. Yeah, 5 into 6 doesn't do anything, the guy. Doesn't do anything. That's actually really bad, by the way. Because if I did have stuff that I wanted to cycle, I could have cycled it there. It only makes. I'm gonna play Backman. I will be playing Backman here. I think I'd rather set up the surprise lethal. They just have the 10 beard, so I guess it turns these 2 off. I think if it doesn't swing, I guess I can't rest this. I wonder if I do this anyway. I have 3 swings. I need a trick one for that? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. Nine. 10, 10. Then if he has that, he has it. Doesn't have it! Heck yeah! Oh, okay. I do think my Blackbeard matchup was very, very skewed by the other game. Oops. That's a nice hand. That's a nice hand. I'm keeping that. It's a good hand. We trigger lead performer. Just about good enough, guys. Just about good enough. Alright, we're on 6 done. He's on 3, we're on 6. Okay. Is 5 done 10 is this? Can 1k. Probably don't need double resonant. I think I'd rather the queen. Plays the Lucky Roo out. I guess we ramp to 9. I can trash that Lucky Roo. I can't Gumbium Giant this turn, so I think I just swing 7. Swing 7. Get a card from him. And then we're on our 10 down 10 next. Do not need a Gum Giant. I think I'll check the Queen. Interesting one there. Interesting one there. Done. Trash that. Boop. Gain of Dawn. We have the Shanks. We have 6 into 5. Whoa. Whoa. It's a 7 on 10, by the way, guys. It's 7 on 10. Hey, if you're giving me like... Oh, it's just beautiful. This is just beautiful. Because it dies. Like, it's just guaranteed death. And now he's got 4 cards, 9 down against this board. This is why the matchup should be so good for us. This is why the matchup should be so good for us. It's 8 into me. And then it's going to be another 8, so I can just save these. So I do take 1, so might as well take the first one. We go 1k, 2k, resolve attack. I can play another Shanks, but I think I just prefer the Resonante here. We trash this, draw 2. In fact, we'll just go... We'll go 9 into 8. 9 into 8, see what we can get. Let it die, got 12 life. I just need to leave 1 done up. We've already used it, we're just double checking. And we get 2 more done. And look at that. And if he swings with leader first, that's a shame. That's a dang shame. Let's go with 6 and see what he does. Let's go 8. I guess I swing the Shanks first. I think I just swing 12 life. Pardon me. There we go. There we go, 15. There we go. Wait, oh, wait, does he have it? No. He does not have it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, what do we got? We're going first. We got a Zoro, we got a Big Mom, we keep. Okay, so there's Mulgun. Hey, we can actually swing. Holy, we're actually allowed to swing. Ain't no done up there. It was 6 into 6. Guess we're skipping on. Yeah, we don't actually play a 7 down card this game. Oh, okay, we'll take. We got a Shanks. Let's go 5. I could have just went like, what's that? 11 into it, but we get 3 cards from his hand this time, which is pretty nice. Shanks card is goated for me. Yeah, Shanks is silly good. Silly good. There's the Luffy. No blocker. 2k. I don't know if I take 1. I'll probably take 1, right? Just 6 again. I guess. Let's ramp to 9. I can ramp to 10 actually. Six into 4, and 12 into 5. Okay, well it is 8 on turn and we've got our Shanks on the field. And we got 2 9 mom in hand. We do need to use the block on this turn, I think. The Shanks perfectly count as his leader effect, which is kind of funny. Where we can double ramp into Shanks. That's good for me. What did he get? He got the Rush Zoro. If he's gonna play the Rush Zoro, we just no block this. That's a nice one. That's fine. Zoro's actually only a 5k swing, so it doesn't do anything. I guess we kill this thing. Deploy, don't return, trash this, gain a life, pop that to the bottom of his life, leader effect. I think I actually do 4 into 2, and I want to start pushing life a little bit. I want to start pushing life a little bit. We have 2 done for the slow beam. Lead me to the disco. Let's go 8 into 6. I can use my thing to rest this, which is just the same really. I'm gonna just let it die. I'd rather maybe even possibly save the card. Like, swinging 6 into that does not make any sense to me, but you do you, I guess. I will do this, start returning Dawn. 2k, rest that just in case he was planning on swinging with it. Could be something like that. Plays a double, a 2020 chopper. Wow. Alright, trash that, gain a life. Don't give him a life. Gain a Dawn. Swing 7 into 4. I think we need to push life. I want to win next turn. Put him on a timer. Put him on a timer to win on this turn. The rest of the game, but he's got it does have a lot of cards. That's a very nice. That's a pretty nice card to draw. Doesn't have counter though. And we don't have enough Dawn for beam. Sucks. I mean, I have 9/9. I'm definitely just swinging 9 first. Save he's got Rad Beam. Can you do Black Rob Lucha build? At some stage I will, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely try that out. Oh, what? It plays active? Damn. It's not from hand though. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so annoying. And there's definitely is anything that can be triggered. What do you mean, man? What do you mean? It's fine. I think it's fine. There's no lead perform. Let's end our turn. Hand is actually looking pretty decent here. Alright, come on, lead perform. Never looking. Pow. End turn. He does have 8 cards in hand, so it's slightly difficult for him to get his leader effect off this game, I hope. 6, do 1k that one. We're on 7 Dawn. And yeah, let's just back when that. Swing 6 life. Doesn't draw because he's got too many cards. See what it does now. I presume it's pretty expensive actually. £30 European. That's not too bad. 5 out of 6. No, I'm good. I don't think I'm chipping cards to that. Just go 12 into 5. Might give him a chance to use counter. Well, we then go 6 life, and then 7 life. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Kinda wild now. Does have the red rock. Yeah? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, damn. I love when I trigger late perform disaster into late perform disaster. So we just get another 9 mon. We get another 9 mon. No. Let's go with that. Elvis, the one from the film. No, so he was a real person. We'll go 7 life. We do actually get his life as well. Okay, thanks. Oh, he gets the stage. 10 done, 10 to get the stage. Oh no. It still felt pretty good. It has still felt pretty good. I'll trash one of these ramp cards. And then we get another one of these ramp cards. So we're not stopping playing until we get 2 wins. I guess there is a lot of decisions to make a new swap, so it's fair. I think it's fair. Get to 2k. What did it do? Oh, Red Rock? Made Red Rock to bottom deck my Big Mom. Guess we check the Queen. Guess it's less valuable in decks with like stuff like. I like the sound of that. I like the sounds of that. We trash another ramp card. Cancel later effect. I think I'd rather swing 7 and push a little bit of damage. We were on 0 life, now we're on 2 life. This is the new heal deck, guys. This is the new yellow deck. It's the yellow deck of the future, right here. Unfortunately, we have to let that die. Unfortunately, we have to let that die. Does play out a Frankie. We can trash it so it doesn't get its own KO effect. It does still get a draw. You does still get a draw, and then I think I just go 7 life. If he only gives me both of his cards in hand, brilliant. I can't lose on my turn, I don't think. I mean, that's in. The ability. This is in such a weird game. 2 ramp cards from 34. Let's just go Divine Departure. It is a really bad no bit of swing. Especially in the red purple Luffy. 2k. Hooray! We get a win! We beat a good deck as well! Hello again. Okie dokie, I hope you enjoyed the games. Some of them were actually really fun. I cut out some of the Zoro games. They were all fairly the same. Fairly similar vibes. I do think against Zoro in particular, this is where no 7-drop kid really you can kind of see it. You can definitely feel like there's one card missing. However, when the deck pops off, I think it is actually wild. It is a little bit more consistent than it was previously, simply because of the 5-drop Rocinante. The meta has slowed down a little bit, other than Zoro, obviously. It's essentially replaced Dofi as a new swarm the board, big-ish numbers, hitting you in the face a bunch of times. It does have very similar vibes for Red Purple Luffy as well. If you can make it towards the end game, you generally win. It's still very, very close, very, very tough matchup though. I'll skip over a lot of the cards that I should be fairly used to in Red Purple Luffy, such as the Edward Newgate, making the leader 8k for a turn, leaving that Don up for Gum Gum Giant. 10-drop Shanks. This is the card you're ramping into. This is what you want to play as early as possible in every single game. Feels incredible in this deck. 7-drop Beckman, I did go down to 3 copies. I do think you're missing 7-drop Kid in this deck. I will continue to test with this, continue to practice with it. I do think you need 1, 2, maybe even 3 7-drop Kid to try and deal with Zoro just a little bit more. I think you get a little bit more out of it than this Beckman, but Beckman does have counter. It's an interesting one. I don't know what's better yet. I go back and forth on it, but I really want that 7-drop kid in this deck to go alongside the 7-drop Beckman. Beckman is really good against basically every green deck other than Smoker. For that trashing mechanic, it's got a lot of solid uses. In this deck. Next up, you got the 4-cost 2020 Chopper. It actually kicked out the 6-cost Sanji blocker, where if you're on 2 or less done on your opponent, it costs 3 less. This is just a little, it's a lot more playable early game. That's the only difference. It's a Straw Hat Crew 2k blocker, opponent's turn 6k. Fairly similar to the Sanji, doesn't have the power. However, I felt like in games where, if for whatever reason you didn't ramp, you couldn't ramp, playing this on 4 Dawn is almost fine. Almost fine. Not good. Not good at all. Almost fine. I think it makes the cut over the 6-cost Sanji, personally. Not much in it though. Either are fine. It's just those very niche games, those very small use cases where you want to play this over the 6-drop. For of the Zoro, we are not running the 1-drop Nami Searcher, so I thought having 12 ramp cards is appropriate for this deck. Very, very good into basically everything other than Blackbeard. It's like the only one that can really easily kill this on their 4 Dawn turn if you drop it on 3. They have Finger Pistol, Liberation. Basically 8 cards in their deck, and 4 of them are searchable, so not the best in that matchup, but they're still using their entire turn to kill this, and they can't swing at leader because it's 5 and a 6. So even if that happens, you're fine with it. Against, I think, every other deck, basically in the format, it gets its effect off. Like maybe Rob Lucci with the 4-drop Lucci can kill it. But again, if they're using their entire turn just to kill this Zoro, you're not mega upset. And again, against pretty much everything else, it's 6 round. Really, really good card. Really, really, really good card. I tried 2, I tried 3. I think it's a 4 of personally. It's just my personal opinion with it. I don't think it's wrong to run 2 or 3 of. Again, just going to come down to personal preference. Next up, 4 9 Mom. I almost felt it's a requirement against Zoro. Could go down to 2 and put 2 7-drop kid in. It's an idea I've been playing around with. You need the heal against that deck a lot of the time. It's the heal, it's putting their 5-drop Rush Luffy to life, it's putting their 3-drop 2020 Chopper to life. It's just an insane card still. Just an insane card still. I'm not thoroughly convinced by a 4-up because it's basically it's your worst card against Blackbeard, but you don't really struggle against Blackbeard, I'll be honest with you. It's a very, very favourable matchup for you. Especially just ramping into Shanks is like, it's so crazy. And they still need to ditch cards in the late game in case you are playing 9 Mom or 9-drop Newgate. It's really, really good. It's really, really good, which is why it's at 4. Again, I don't hate the idea of 2, 3 of this. It's just going to come down to personal preference and what's in the meta at the moment. This card though, this is a new card. This is set 10, Don Quixote of Rocinante. On play, trash an event, draw 2. Beautiful. On top of that, end of turn, if you have 7 or more Don, set up to 2 of your Don cards as active. If you get this out before you play your Shanks, then you play Shanks and you get 2 Don at the end of the turn as active, you can see how many events I've got, which I will go into in a second. It's extremely good, and then they basically need to swing into it as well, otherwise you're constantly going to get that value. I absolutely love this card. I think it's incredibly good in this deck in particular. I think it's incredibly good in most purple decks, if you can afford to cut a bunch of cards for events. Really, really like it, and I love the alt art. Just an added bonus, just an added bonus. 4 of the 5-drop Queens, very much a staple in this deck. Don -1, draw 2, trash 1, get the Don back with the leader, beautiful. Blocker, 6k, love it. Moving swiftly on. Usaihachi, same thing again, star deck 18 card. If you've got 8 or more Don cards, rest of 5 cost less, completely broken 2k. Another OP10 card though is Divine Departure. I started off with like Rad Beam and stuff in this deck. I don't feel like you necessarily need to go to 10k because 1, people are often playing around Gum Giant, and I'm still running Gum Giant. This is more for those kind of a little bit earlier game players where maybe you can just afford to keep a Don up because you're not going to swing like 9 into life, so you might as well swing 8 or something. Leave a Don up, save your leader, beautiful. The active main is very, very relevant as well. 5 Don, well 6 Don, killing 8k is super good. Combo that with my 1 of Gamma Knife, guys, that is right, OP5 Gamma Knife. Active main, Don -1, gave one of your opponent's characters -5k. With our leader effect, it is essentially 1 Don, give -5k, which is super important against all these decks that are running 8-drop Kid. Phenomenal against them. It also, if you combo it with Divine Departure, you literally kill every card in the game. You can kill Gold D Roger for 7 Don. It's really, really good. I'm very close to putting more of these in my deck because the trigger is also ramp, and we love that in this deck. I was testing out quite a few different ways to play it. I do actually think take the first life almost regardless of what the game state is. I think the only kind of caveat to that is Red Zoro. I'm still working on that matchup quite a bit. But if you ever get a free ramp off from your life, this deck feels incredible. This being another one that can ramp feels insane. It never felt like a dead card because of the Resonante, because of the Queen hand cycle. You have 8 cards in your deck that can essentially cycle all these events. I really like this. I will continue to test with this at different ratios. I think I may up it to 2 of. It really felt good. Same with the Nora Nora Beam Sword. Very good Foxy counter. Don -1, give one of your leader or characters 2k for the battle, and then rest up to one of your opponent's characters. Insane card. Very surprising as well. Really awkward for people to go to lethal when you're playing Giant, Divine Departure, Beam Sword. It's basically impossible for them to play around them all. It's just they just have to hedge their bets and see what happens, which feels terrible when you're going for game and it's like they could have any one of these like 7 events that are in the meta. Like I've seen decks with Hell's Judgment, which I do actually really, really like. I just preferred Beam Sword over it. I'm tempted to go even more events in this deck, just to try it out to see how it feels, because right now it does feel absolutely incredible. There was some rough games at the start, but once I got into the flow of things, once I got a hang of the deck, it's not like a massively new way of playing. I always played this deck with a 7-drop Kid because I loved how many interactions it had. This is basically my first time without playing a 7-drop Kid, so I struggled a little bit at the start, but once I understood the deck, I kind of got really rolling with it. And I think it's got some incredible matchups. I think it's super duper good against Shanks. You're massively favoured in that. It's pretty good against Bonnie. Still can be very, very tough. That one is... It's a hard matchup. It's a hard matchup. I think it's just about winning for Red Purple. I think the Bonnie player needs to... I'm not going to say high roll, but get a good draw. I think if they get like average or below average, I think it can kind of blow them away. But if they get a good draw, it turns into a really rough match. In the meta, Zoro, that is the worst matchup, I think. It's just a little bit too quick, and your 7 Don turn not being Kid kind of slow. It kind of hurts you against those kind of decks that want to go really wide and play all these little bodies out and swing a billion times at you. That is one that I'll probably will have to put more tech cards in for. But Blackbeard, I think you're absolutely fine against. You ramp too quick and then they can't deal with all your bodies. You're a 6k leader as well, so they can never like kind of chip away at you because it kind of screws their curve up. Like Blue Dofi was always an interesting one. I think it's a much more favoured now towards Red Purple Luffy. I thought it was close in the past. I think it's actually quite Red Purple favoured. Purple Luffy, another close one. It's normally who gets to go first in that matchup. I feel like I say that a lot when I'm talking about Purple Luffy. If Purple Luffy gets to go first and it curves out well, it should win. Basically against every deck in the game. The problem is when it's forced to go second, and even if they do go first, and I'm telling you guys, if you trigger and ramp it on against them, I think you're better. I think you're better than them, and your top end is better because you get to play Shanks. Like you'll have access to all their most powerful cards, and there's Shanks. Newgate is really, really good. Beckman is really, really good against them. You've got a lot of really good tools. You got a lot of really good tools, and to kind of combat them. Especially with all the events that you get after Resonante, because I don't have a great way of interacting with Resonante. It can get out of hand pretty quick. Speaking of getting out of hand really quick, we have the 3-drop It's to Die For. Wonderful card. It's a really good card. I like playing it on 3 just to ramp it on, as you would obviously. It's also one that you can kind of maybe save it if you're going to drop the 3-drop Zoro first. You can drop this after. You can trash it if they're getting stuck in hand. You can trash it with Rosinante to draw 2. You can trash it with Queen. You can trash it with Cum Giant. It's never really a card where it's like, oh, I lost the game because I drew too many. It's a die for. It, generally speaking, it's something else that's gone wrong. Maybe you haven't drawn Rosinante, maybe you haven't drawn Queen, maybe you drew it too late. Which definitely can happen, but we have 12 ramp cards. Just to go the other one, it's Lead Perform Disaster. Active main, draw card, ramp it on. Wonderful. Trigger being active main is kinda crazy with this. It is by far the high roll. It's by far your biggest high roll coming from life, especially if it's first or second. Like, it really becomes aggressive if it really becomes oppressive if you're able to ramp into Shanks and they're on like 6 stone. It's all of a sudden like you're absolutely chilling, and I just kind of sat down and be like, what? What's going on? I'm on 6 stone. How can I deal with this Shanks? That's why it makes the deck, and again, it's an event you can track for Rosinante. Get that draw going. Last, but by no means least, Cum Giant. Broken card. Broken in this deck. Even better with the Rosinante on there. It's just incredible. I hate this card. I hate this card. I don't understand how it didn't get banned. Let's abuse it while we can. Red Purple Luffy is again one of the bigger abusers of this as well, because you ramp so much, 6k. All of a sudden they need to swing like 10k just to get 2 cards from you. 10k just to get 2 cards from you in your base leader. If you play Newgate and leave one up, they need to swing essentially 12k just to get 2 cards from you. 12k for 2 cards. Anything less than that, the card just replaces itself and it fixes your hand, and it's just silly. You know what, this one should also have trigger, ramp it on. That's my hot take, guys. That's my hot take. It should have trigger, ramp it on. But yes, I'll continue to test this deck a lot more. Like I said, it's really good. It's really good. Maybe I'm interested to see why I'm not playing any of the AB Mr. 2. I kind of liked the more events because the Rosinante feels basically better than the Mr. 2 to play. Like, I understand that on 4 Dawn Mr. 2 is really, really good. I'd almost always rather play Lead Perform Disaster in the current meta, and on top of that, I just never felt like I needed it, and I feel 12 ramp cards are more than enough. So you definitely do not need Mr. 2. It's a really interesting deck. Essentially, these have replaced the Mr. 2 in the deck, which feels a little bit strange to say, and then you change a bunch of your ratios on your events. I really like it. I really like it. I will see if I can fit the 7-drop kit in and maybe drop an update video. This is an extremely good deck though. It's really oppressive. If you draw even close to well, it almost feels unfair sometimes. Like, some of the turns you can pull off are just crazy, especially with like Gamma Knife. After you play the Newgate, you can Gamma Knife something and then put 2 Dawn on your Newgate. So for 3 Dawn, after playing Gamma Knife, you can KO an 8 cost. Like, sorry, an 8k power. Which is just, it blows my mind. And honestly, it kind of blows my mind. I really, really like this card in the deck. I want to see if I can force more in. Want to see if I can get more greedy. Play the 7-drop kid. Zoro is the toughest matchup by far. Then Bonnie's like a little bit iffy. Otherwise, everything else in the meta I think this is a favorable matchup into at least. Some of them do depend a little bit more on dice roll, but I think even going second against Purple Luffy, you've got decent outs. Like, you've got a good chance still. It's definitely not game over. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the content, and get in the comment section below if there's any cards that you think I should be trying out in this deck over some of the ones that I've got in, or maybe some of the ratios. I'm very open to maybe changing the amount of 9 moms, maybe even put an extra Newgate in if the Zoro becomes oppressive and we get the good old classic of the 7-drop kid and the Newgate. Get that going. However, it feels really good as is. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really good as is. Really enjoyed the deck. It's a lot of fun, really strong, really good matchups at the moment. Have fun. Peace.